PBA Hall of Famer Mark Roth and the upstart George Branham III. Do you think Mark is thinking back to that Brunswick Memorial World Open?
I don't know if Mark is, but I think George is definitely thinking back to it.
Well, he has now won 8 consecutive matches on national television, and when will it end? Perhaps not until later on this evening, perhaps not for another year or two.
Got a little fast, not enough lift with the fingers. The ball sailed on him. See him put his palm down like that means slow down.
Boy, and you can tell George Branham III would just love to get off and out of the gates in a hurry against Mark Roth.
Well, we'll see how Roth does with this right-hand lane. Actually, Dan, you know, even though Sliker went high in the right lane twice, the right lane is the tighter of the 2 lanes by a couple of boards for both the left and right-handed players.
Gill stopped up to the booth after that opening match loss and said that didn't feel like he threw too bad a shot in the 7th, but the one in the 9th was definitely not a good shot for him.
Yeah, he said he broke all track records getting into the foul line on that shot. So.
And here you see a man who has gotten to the foul line in just tremendous form for many, many years. 32 career titles, and there you see his average on the television pair. Not too shabby.
Well, we see who the crowd is for.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, as you get a little older and those titles start to build up, you start to draw a few more fans.
And the old 6 or 7 step approach, depending on how he feels as he whips it out over that second arrow. The ball actually hits weak here, and the 6-pin goes into the channel and just gives it a little love tap.
And there you see Mark looking for more. How about it? Oh, a little kick there, and that's a little Elvis move, huh? Gets a little help. Roth looks for the opening double. Oh, that's an instant replay shot. But what does Mark Roth know that the rest of us don't?
Well, when you get one of these, you're usually very fortunate. When you get 2 in a row, as the ball hits weak again, and gets that same love tap, an instant replay, definitely.
Well, he's in love with that 6-pin, huh?
Right, this playing 45 instead of 46.
A long-lasting relationship, huh? George Branham III trying to fire back. Oh, my, just shredded the rack on the right-hand lane.
With today's bowling balls on these urethane finishes, those pins are no match for today's power players. So when they come in light like that, boy, that 5-pin goes out of there in a hurry.
We've talked about this before. Is the light hit the best hit in bowling right now? The highest percentage hit?
I believe it is. I really do, especially for guys that roll the ball like these 2 players. You hit that solid hit, you leave a lot of solid 8s, 10s, 7s. That light hit is a high percentage hit.
George Branham III hoping. One slices through the nose, almost gets a little help, but it's split time on lane 45.
And as we said, the left lane hooks a little bit more, and Branham, it's only the 3rd frame, is in danger of losing his first game on television already. Down in the game already, it opens here. Roth could be off in a big hurry.
Well, I'm certain he'll give this one a run. Almost dancing out of the back end. So Mark Roth steps up with a double and leads by 22, and he would love to extend that lead in the early stages of match number 2 here in the $115,000 Greater Buffalo Open, week number 10 of the PBA Tour on ESPN. Well, looked like he gave that to Tug LaRue that time. Little tug shot to the left.
You noticed that, huh? The old 6 or 7 step. I don't know how many he's taking this time, but watch the backswing. Used to be real high. Now, well, just about to the top of his head. The deep knee bend. Look at that right knee bend. Watch the follow through. He comes up, but after the ball is gone. Left arm out, similar to Walter Ray Williams. And Roth, who's off with 3 in a row.
Well, Mark Roth has 4 in a row, and he is heading for more here in Buffalo. Fans are loving it. He leads by 42, but still a lot of work left for Mark Roth. There you see George Branham III studying the telescore. here at Thruway Lanes, and if his mathematics don't fail him, he knows he trails by 42.
And he knows he's bowling the greatest right-hander in the game right now. So, well, maybe not today, but over the last number of years.
But as you've told me many, many, many times, you got to throw one shot at a time.
Well, Branham can definitely strike. There's no doubt about that. He better start pretty quick here if he doesn't want to be buried.
George, this week, averaging 221.1. Started the position round game last night in 6th position. Bowled an excellent game just to survive to get here this evening. Has already defeated Gil Sliker tonight. Needs a double desperately. How about some help? Oh, there was a cave-in on lane 45.
I thought that pin was going to interfere, but he got it.
Well, let's take a look at that one, huh?
And we're going to watch the head pin go to the sideboard. Watch that head pin. It goes to the sideboard. We can't see it gets in the way. The 6 pin is laying there, but it had enough power to hit both of them and knock it over. Roth with 4 in a row, looking for number 5.
Little hop, skip, and a jump from George Branham III. Mark Roth loads up and heads to the line. Well, he's got 5 in a row, and Mark Roth, I know, had a chat with you before the telecast this evening, Mike.
And he told me that if he shot 300 out here tonight, as he was just striking at will in practice, that he would bowl the next game left-handed.
Well, we'll see if, first of all, he could shoot 300, and second of all, if he would dare bowl left-handed. I think Parker Bone III would be licking his chops. Boy, watch this guy load up here. Fingers go in first. Look at that thumb with all the patches. Boy, the mileage that thumb has been through. 32 PBA titles and 5 times a George Young Memorial Average winner. Rips it on the right or left-hand lane. Got some more help, and Roth has started with the first 6, and he means business.
He's thinking about it already, Dan. 300 is in his mind right now.
Wow.
And it's in the crowd's mind, I'll tell you what.
Well, this house has had a history of 300 games. We had 4 this week, including 1 tossed by tournament leader Chris Warren. George Branham fighting for his life at this point, strikes in the 6th, but nevertheless, that turkey just brings him back to trailing by 42 pins. You know, back in 1979 here at Thruway Lanes, Joe Berardi shot 300 during the championship finals. Only it was lanes 47 and 48 right next door to the television pair here.
At that particular time, our telecast, we only have 1 game on, so he bowled it before that game went on the air.
That's a tough break indeed. It cost him a few dollars and cents, but nevertheless, Joey, I'm sure, will never forget that.
And cut it to 32 if he can get 1 more. And not the lift. You see, he got that ball down a little sooner. He just a little bit of a lose that time. Soft 10 the result. Right now, though, the issue of this game is not so much the I don't want to be redundant, but it's not so much the issue. What everybody's thinking about here is this Roth going to keep the string going? Uh-oh. Well, lapse in concentration this time by Branham. We saw it by Sliker twice last game.
Well, it's easy to get sidetracked and start thinking about Mark Roth. And boy, does he take any time at all? No way. Grabs it off the rack, stands up, and gets ready for shot number 7.
And it doesn't matter how important the shot is, he always reacts that way. He's anxious to get there and throw the ball. Look at it come.
Oh, boy. Roth has got him riled up here at Cheektowaga, New York. And the fans are loving every bit of it. How about this, Mike? Should Mark Roth end up with a 300 game this evening and win $25,000 from the good folks at True Value Hardware and the prize money, no matter where he finishes, he would become the all-time leading money winner in PBA history.
Oh, you're on the ball tonight, Denny.
Oh, my goodness. He trails Earl Anthony by a fraction more than 28,000, but boy, oh boy, things could turn around here this evening.
And for 8 in a row now, he's giving it more room each shot.
Well, I got my fingers crossed. Well, we're strikes away from perhaps a little history. 8 in a row for Mr. Mark Roth, who towels himself off a little bit. And right now, George Branham III is just trying to get out of the way.
Exactly right. He just wants to say, hey, I want to throw 2 strikes and sit down and watch.
As he shreds the rack on lane 46, there you see Mark Roth. Look at the determination on his face. He's pumped up.
And I told you, he was thinking about it 3 frames ago.
Wow. As Mike mentioned, he was striking at will in practice, and I think he had a feeling he had a pretty good shot here on the television pair.
Well, the thing is, Dan, he started off a little shaky with those 2 love taps, but since then, he's been throwing the ball better every shot. And George says, oh, there's nothing to this game. But I've run into a buzzsaw.
Well, Mark Roth came very close to shooting 300 one other time on national television.
1975 in Kansas City when he won his first PBA tournament. He had 299 left to just a ringing 4 in the 12th shot.
Dipped and flipped on the right-hand lane, and Roth has got himself to the 10th frame, Mike Durbin.
And this crowd is just alive. Denny, if he keeps it going in the 10th frame, watch the crowd. The excitement go up on each shot, and the volume, the decibels go up on each shot. Right over the second arrow, swings it wide to about the 7th board. Watch the 7-pin. It's the last one down. Just nudged it twice.
Now we're here in the 10th. It is quiet at throughway lanes. Well, they're going berserk now. That's number 10. Pete McCordick did it earlier this year on the Winter Tour in Torrance, California. And now Mark Roth trying to become the 5th player in PBA history to shoot 300.
And you know, we've commented how much more relaxed, and we were teasing him before the show. Where's the intensity, Mark? Well, we're seeing the intensity that led to 32 PBA titles right here.
Well, he's had 23 career 300 games. How about 24? And he becomes the all-time leading money winner. Boy, you couldn't write a better script, Mike Durbin.
Denny, I don't know how nervous you are. I know my heart's just beating a mile a minute right now. And
Mark waves to the crowd and says, hey, calm down. I got one more shot here. Just relax. Let me get things in order. True professional. Boy, he's been there so many times. Takes a nice deep breath. Going to try and create a little history here this evening.
Let's see what happens.
Gets the high five, and Mike Durbin, you can't come any closer than that to a El Perfecto.
He was looking for that love tap one more time, but this time the 6-pin wouldn't kiss him.
Oh, my goodness. Roth gave it a run for the money, $25,000 worth. Came up one stick short. Stay tuned. Still more bowling to come.